Continuous improvement often begins with a simple promise. Make one small change today, another tomorrow, and allow the accumulated results to transform the organization. This idea is powerful. Small wins can create momentum, demonstrate that change is possible, and encourage employees to participate. They can reduce frustration and generate visible results without requiring a major investment. But small wins can also become dangerous. An organization may celebrate dozens of improvements while its most serious problems remain untouched. A team reorganizes a workstation, updates a checklist, reduces one approval, or saves a few minutes in a routine activity. The results are real, but they may be too small or too disconnected to affect the performance of the complete system. Meanwhile, customer complaints continue, lead times remain high, strategic projects fall behind schedule, and the same operational problems return. The organization is active, but it is not necessarily improving. This is the paradox of small wins. They can support long-term continuous improvement, or they can create a comfortable illusion of progress. In this video, we will examine why small improvements sometimes produce big failures, and how Lean Six Sigma can connect local actions with meaningful strategic results. If you want practical discussions about Lean Six Sigma, artificial intelligence, and modern operational excellence, subscribe to the Lean Six Sigma channel and join us throughout this series. The problem is not the size of the improvement. A small change can be extremely valuable. Moving a frequently used tool closer to an operator may reduce motion, improve ergonomics, and save time during every production cycle. Simplifying a digital form may remove unnecessary data entry for hundreds of employees. Changing the position of a sensor may prevent recurring measurement errors. These are small interventions with repeated benefits. Small wins also help build confidence. When employees see that suggestions receive attention and produce results, they become more willing to identify problems and participate in improvement. The danger begins when the organization confuses activity with impact. A company may count the number of completed improvement actions without measuring whether those actions change safety, quality, delivery, cost, customer satisfaction, or employee experience. 10 completed actions may create less value than one carefully selected project. The number of ideas submitted, meetings conducted, or Kaizen events completed shows that activity occurred. It does not prove that the process improved. A useful small win must connect to a real need. It should reduce waste, control a relevant cause, strengthen process stability, or support a larger strategic objective. Without this connection, continuous improvement can become a collection of isolated tasks. Small improvements are attractive because they are usually easier to complete. They require less analysis, less negotiation, and fewer resources. They also produce visible results quickly. Structural problems are different. They may cross departmental boundaries, challenge management decisions, require investment, or expose weaknesses in the operating model. Because these problems are difficult, organizations may focus on symptoms instead. Consider a process with frequent production delays. The team creates a new tracking spreadsheet, adds a daily meeting, and introduces color-coded priority labels. These actions may improve visibility. But if the real causes are unreliable planning, excessive work in progress, supplier instability, or conflicting performance targets, the delays will continue. The organization becomes better at monitoring the problem without solving it. This creates a dangerous pattern. Every time the symptom returns, another local action is added. More controls, more reports, more inspections, and more meetings gradually make the process more complicated. The improvement system begins producing overprocessing. Lean Six Sigma requires teams to move beyond visible symptoms. Before implementing a solution, they must understand the problem, evaluate process behavior, investigate possible causes, and verify which factors actually influence the result. A quick win should never become an excuse to stop asking why the problem exists. A change can improve one activity while making the total process worse. This is known as local optimization. Imagine a production department measured primarily by machine utilization. To improve its indicator, the department produces continuously and creates larger batches. Machine efficiency increases, and the team celebrates a successful improvement. But inventory grows, priorities become more difficult to change, defects affect larger quantities, and downstream operations receive more material than they can process. One metric improves while the value stream deteriorates. The same problem occurs in administrative processes. A department may reduce its response time by transferring incomplete requests to another team. Its own indicator improves, but rework increases elsewhere. A purchasing team may obtain a lower unit price by ordering larger quantities, while storage costs, obsolescence, and cash tied up in inventory increase. Every local decision may appear logical within the department. The failure becomes visible only when the organization examines the complete system. Before celebrating a small win, teams should ask 3 questions. What happens upstream? What happens downstream? And what happens to the customer? These questions prevent a local result from being mistaken for organizational improvement. If you have seen one department improve its target by creating problems for another, tell us about it in the comments. Your example may help other professionals recognize local optimization in their own processes. What an organization measures influences what people improve. If leaders reward the number of completed projects, teams will find projects that are easy to complete. If they reward the number of submitted ideas, employees may produce many ideas without evaluating their relevance. If they focus only on reported savings, teams may calculate optimistic financial benefits that never appear in actual business results. These metrics can transform continuous improvement into a performance ceremony. Boards become filled with completed actions. Presentations display green indicators. Success stories are shared. But customers and frontline employees may experience little difference. Better measurement begins by distinguishing outputs from outcomes. A completed workshop is an output. A sustained reduction in process lead time is an outcome. A new standard is an output. Lower variation and fewer defects are outcomes. An automated report is an output. Faster and better decisions are outcomes. Outputs show what the team delivered. Outcomes show whether the process changed. Both can be monitored, but they should never be confused. Organizations should also verify whether results remain stable. An improvement that disappears after 2 weeks is not a completed success. The control phase of DMAIC exists because results must be sustained through standards, ownership, monitoring, and appropriate reaction plans. A win becomes meaningful when it changes process performance, supports strategy, and continues after the initial attention has ended. Small wins become powerful when they are aligned. Instead of allowing improvement activities to appear randomly, leaders should connect them to a limited number of strategic challenges. For example, if the priority is reducing customer lead time, teams can identify where work waits, where information is missing, and where handoffs create delays. Some improvements may be small. Others may require larger DMAIC projects, process redesign, or investment. What matters is that they move the same system in the same direction. Hashin Canry, value stream mapping, process indicators, and project selection criteria can help create this alignment. A simple evaluation may consider customer impact, strategic relevance, expected benefit, implementation effort, risk, and connection to verified causes. Not every improvement requires a complex selection model. However, someone should be able to explain why the action matters. A useful question is, if this improvement succeeds, which important result should change? If the team cannot identify the result, the action may be disconnected from value. This approach does not eliminate employee creativity. It gives suggestions a meaningful context. Local knowledge identifies opportunities, while strategic direction helps the organization select, combine, and scale them. If this perspective is useful, give the video a like. It helps YouTube recommend the content to more professionals working with continuous improvement. Organizations do not need to choose between small wins and major transformation. They need both. Quick wins can reduce immediate frustration, create engagement, and demonstrate momentum. Structural projects address systemic causes, cross-functional barriers, technology limitations, capacity problems, and conflicting management policies. A healthy improvement portfolio should contain different levels of action. Some problems can be solved immediately because the cause is clear and the risk is low. Other problems require data collection and structured analysis. Strategic challenges may require leadership decisions, investment, and redesign across several departments. The mistake is treating every problem as a quick win. Leaders should protect time and resources for the difficult issues that do not produce immediate results. They must also avoid using small victories to declare success too early. After a quick change, teams should continue monitoring the broader performance indicator. Did the customer experience improve? Did total lead time decrease? Did the failure stop recurring? Was the problem removed or only transferred? Small wins should create momentum towards structural improvement, not become a substitute for it. Small wins do not destroy continuous improvement by themselves. They become dangerous when they mask structural problems, optimize isolated activities, or create the appearance of progress without changing meaningful outcomes. The solution is not to stop making small improvements. It is to give them direction. Connect actions to customer value and strategic priorities. Verify causes before implementing solutions. Examine effects across the complete process. Measure outcomes instead of only counting activities. And balance quick wins with the patience required to solve difficult systemic problems. A small improvement can be the beginning of meaningful transformation, but only when the organization understands where it is going. In the next video, we will explore how lean principles can redesign remote workflows by improving information flow, reducing handoffs, and removing invisible waiting. Before you leave, subscribe to the Lean Six Sigma channel, give this video a like, and share it with a colleague who leads improvement projects. Then answer this question in the comments. Is your organization creating real progress or simply completing more improvement activities? Small wins matter, but they must contribute to something larger than themselves.